Hello again everyone and welcome back. Today we'll be taking a look at another custom since I haven't done that for a while, and I figured go ahead and make a quick video here. And in particular, I'll be showing my custom 1962 Chevy wrecker truck. Now, I don't remember exactly when I built this, but I believe it was sometime around 2014 because I think that's when I built my first salvage yard, and of course I wanted some of these older trucks to go with it just because salvage yards are not often going to go out and buy brand new trucks. They're just going to get in junkers, put a little work into them to get them going and use those. So that's basically what I was going with this truck here. Now it uses the Hot Wheels 62 Chevy cab, and I actually got a somewhat example of what I started with. This is another custom I built, but pretty much this is how the truck started out as this particular paint job, this particular bed. Of course, it had the normal Hot Wheels wheels and tires on it, but I swapped them. Like I said, this here's a bit of a custom. But yeah, with this wrecker truck, basically just cut the bed off of, modified the frame to make it what you see here. I believe the casting has been updated quite a few times because I actually got another more recent example here. You can see that it has a sunroof, and for some reason the front bumpers become part of the interior plastic. But who knows, Mattel probably updated this casting since then. But anyways, this particular truck here, like I said, one of the big things with it, cut the pickup bed off to put this wrecker bed on. And most of this is actually scratch built. The bed itself is made of 1mm styrene, a couple pieces of that glued together. I used brass for these fenders. They're not perfect, but they're not supposed to be because old rusty used and abused truck, don't want to make it look too pretty. This wrecker boom actually comes from an M2 Machines wrecker truck, and I do have an example here. Another one of these castings I used. This is made to look like a 59 wrecker, but you can see what those beds look like off the M2 Machines. And in the case of this wrecker here, I just pulled the boom out of this bed and put it down on my own custom flatbed that I built. But yeah, pretty much that was all that was done to make the wrecker bed here. When it comes to the cab, about the only thing I did with this is I put mirrors on. Now these mirrors come from DCP. You often get in extras when you buy trucks from them. So I just went ahead and cut some of the little things off and glued them to the sides of the cab. In terms of paint work, the truck was basically painted brown. I went with like a dark brown, dirtied it up a little bit with dry brushing some black on it. It's made to look rusty, but at the same time, it's not like totally rusted out. Just, made to look old and dirty and such. The wheels come from, I believe, an M2 Machines truck. I did paint them green a little bit. And if you look underneath here, you can see some of what was done with the frame. New axles were installed, and I did have to do some chopping around here a little bit just because of the way this new bed was. But, and it's probably hard to see, the interior is dirtied up a little bit as well. But really not much else I can say with this. I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, I've done quite a few customs with these 62 Chevy cabs. And I mean, you can see in the background here, again, I've got the 59 wrecker. I've also got the just regular 62 pickup truck. And of course, my 1962 Chevy mini rig, which I've done a dedicated video on this as well if you want to check that out. But I don't know. One of those deals. The 62 wrecker that I have here, a lot of times, this just sits in the salvage yard and a bit of eye candy, I guess. But I think that's going to be it for this video. You guys can tell me what you think of this custom down below. And I'll have some more diecast videos coming up here shortly.